Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Cardinals coming in at 6-3, going up against the Jets, who come in at 5-4. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to die outright. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Dante Dye. Now 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team, but one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll drop the throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. It's a pickup of 21, and it's good enough for an Arizona first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the left side, it's McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now it's Peterson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all. And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Let's go! 1-9!
Floyd, the man in motion right. Floyd, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The slot man in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And fourth down coming up.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running back quicker than ever before.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Check three. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Watch the whip. Flex round. Flex.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell the offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a New York first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard. And yet again, it's Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dante Dye in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Jets take possession. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
So 2nd and 10 here.
No, check. Patriot. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught at the 3. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. Now, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Ohio. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Another pistol look here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Floyd out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run.
Ohio, come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To Johnson again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent. Field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And that is incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Play clock winding down. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Bruce Arians with a decision to make it. He's made it. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And New York set to take the field.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The left side throw complete to Adams. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Dye has it over the middle. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Jets are going to have a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play there, second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Dye. And it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one from 46 yards out. And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
And Gresham's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
9 yards to go. It's third down. He's back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. And New York set to take the field. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they'd better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Detroit! Set! Play!